Hi guys, in today's session let's look at array. Okay, so there's what all the methods which we can use on an array and how can we perform certain action using that method. Okay, let's look into it. The first thing we do is let me create two arrays. Okay, n1 and n2. So n1 has let me put number 1 to 5 and n2 will be having 6 to 10. And here, right, indexes will start from 0. Okay, so it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the indexes of the first array. Okay, let me type the second array. Okay, so let's start it. The first thing we see is length. Console.log. Let's see the length of the array n1. Okay, right, we have 5 values in that, so the array length is 5. Okay, let's move on. Next, let's see concatenate. Okay, how to concatenate two arrays. Console.log n1. We use a keyword or method called concatenate n2 and semicolon. Let's see the refresh it and we'll see the output. Yeah, we can see the two arrays are concatenated. Okay, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's move on. Index of. Okay, so this particular method, using this particular method, we can know the index value of the particular value in that array. So let me see first for index value of 2. So as it in the index value of 2 is in array 1 is what? 1. Okay, so answer should be 1. Let's see. Yeah. Next, let's see a value which is not present in an array. So 6 is not there in n1. So what should be the output is, it will give -1. Okay, let's refresh it. We get the -1. Okay, let's move on. I'm commenting each section as we finish so that we can have a clear visibility in the output we get. Okay, next we'll do is find. So find in using this particular method, we perform an action or we try to test a condition on that array. Whichever the element that first satisfy the condition, that will be returned. Okay, so that's why the method find is used. So here I'm just checking the condition where x is equals to 2 in the n1. So the value should be 2, right? We get return. Okay, we should have a return there. Okay, let me type it. Yeah, let's refresh it. We got it, right? 2. Okay, so that's fine. Returning the first element that's satisfying the condition. Let me add another statement and check it out. I'll show you the difference. Console.log n1. Okay, it's a similar statement. Let me just change this here itself. I'm just putting greater than. That's it. Simple change. So answer should be 3 now. Okay, 3 is the condition. The first element that satisfies this particular condition in that array. Okay, so that should be the value should be 3 now. Okay, yeah, we got that, and so. Okay, so let's move ahead. Okay, so now let's look at slice. So slice is the method using which we can take a particular part of an array. So how we are separating this particular part is by mentioning the index value. We have a start and an index value. So whatever the first index value, start index value, and the value of that particular index will be included, whereas the ending one will be excluded. Okay, so you can start and end. So I'm just mentioning 1 and 2, and then I'm implementing it on the array N1. Okay, so let's see, the output should be 3 here, not 3, sorry, it should be 2. Okay, so let's do one more thing also. I'll use 1 to 5. So you can see the 5 index does not exist at all. See, the first output is 2, the second we have 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the 5 index is not there, right? So after 1, all the indexes are coming up to 4. So that's why we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so these are index values. So next let's see for each. In for each, right, this using this particular method, we are doing a certain functionality on every element of the array. Okay, so here let's do is we'll square every element in the array N1. Okay, let me type it out. N1 dot for each on N1 array x is equals to greater than giving it as x into x. Okay, I'm squaring it. Let's see the output. You can see 1, 4, 9, 16 and 25 is the output. Okay, we can mention return out. Okay, that's a best practice to do. Yeah, we're getting the output. Now let's move ahead. Next we'll see is push and pop and push. So this particular method, pop and push, we perform it when we perform it on array. It enacts itself on the last element of the array. Okay, so pop will remove the last element. It will delete the last element of the array. Push, whatever the value we want to push, it will be added in the as a last element to the array. Okay, so let us push here. Say, let's push 6 to the array N1, which is up to 5, right? Let's just push the value as 6. It's up to 5. You see, 6. Refresh. Okay, so and this, right, whatever value, what value is pushing, it's shown there. Let me see the array itself. 6 should be there. You can see 6 here. Now let me show pop. Console.log and 1.pop pop. Just okay, then now let's see the. So what is getting popped is 6. That's the last number, right? 6. So let me see the output of the console.log N1. It should be just back to its previous values. Okay, we added it and we have removed it also. Let's go ahead. We'll see next is shift and unshift. It is similar to push and pop method, but here is only difference is push and pop is on the last element, shift and unshift on the first element of the array. So shift will basically remove the element, first element. Unshift will add whatever the value we are mentioning with that as a first element of the array. Okay. Okay. So pop will remove, push will add. So I'm just writing it together. Let's see. And then let's perform it on the N2. Okay. So we have 6 to 10. Shift. Okay, the 6 has been removed. Okay, so that's why I'm saying 6 has been removed. Okay. What I do is, now see, I remove 6. Now the first element becomes 7. So it shows 7 has been removed. So that's what it removes the first element of the array. Now let me do unshift. So 6 should be added out. Okay, added in the array, and let's see the output console.log and so 6 should be added in. Let's refresh. You see 6 is added. Okay, you could see the output, right? 6 is added out, and the 7 which was removed, right, because of the shift value, it's not present there. Okay, that's what is shift and unshift. Now let's move on. Let's see reduce. So this particular method will perform a particular activity, or it will perform some expression value on every value of the element, and it will return back one single value. Okay, so that's where we use the reduce. So reduce, right? It's a method. So we have a previous value, current value, and current index. All these things are syntax for that particular method. So here we are taking the previous array and the current array. These are the two input parameters for it. In every iteration, or we can say every iteration, this particular two values are being kind of. So I'm just adding all the values together. Okay, so into all the values are added, I need the total. So we get that, right? 34. So that's why the method reduce is used. Console into. You'll see it before. Refresh it. You see 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we had removed 6 if you remember, right? I'll change shift and unshift. We had removed 6, and now it's 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's a sum of it. Next we'll see reverse. Console.log n1 reverse. It should basically reverse the entire array. Okay, let me refresh it. See, the array is reversed. Okay, so you can see that, right? Now let's move ahead. Okay, we'll see it for it. Yeah, you can see that array 2 also it's same thing, reversed. And let's move on. Map. So map, I'm creating an array. Okay, so copy n1 square, n1 map. So here, right, using map method, we can create a new array. Okay, so we create a new array using an existing array, and we can do some kind of function over it, and then we can create a new array out of existing one. So here we map, we're just storing it as square root of every value in array n1. Let's see this particular copy 1 square is a new array which has a square root of all the elements in the n1. So that's why the map is being used. It creates a new array with the resulting of calling a function for every element in that array. Okay. So if we have any value in the array, for every value it executes it. So you can see it, right? Difference n1, and the square root is only what it is there in copy n1 square. Okay guys, thank you.